Wisconsin. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what we're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Got 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. It's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Goff on 1st down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. To throw is gone. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dip. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. Touchdown, Packers. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gong. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he is going to have a pass. First down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Play action this time for Justin Herbert, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. Running right through him. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. An inside give to Jones, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Goff. Yeah, he'll find Hall. The 30, the 20, 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Swift again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Going right back to Ferguson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got Brown on the out route. Now the ball comes loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And Shark hauls it in. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Goff on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On second down, it's Jones. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. From his goal line here, Goff. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's gone. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quay Walker, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him at touchdown? Aaron Jones with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many.
And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff now to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Throwing again is Goff. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. The tight end in motion right. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's a room to maneuver, and they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week, and well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here, and they don't seem to be done trying to...
There he goes, left side! Touchdown, Packers!
Christian Watson
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Packers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tariq Carpenter will be credited with the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. Here's Swift. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And some room to work.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to pass here with Herbert. This one swung out here to Jones. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yeah, and now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 are fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago.